Okay, so I came across an interesting channel that is doing something pretty impressive. The channel is called Zero to Combat, and what they are doing is essentially teaching practical tips to level up your fight game. Their content is entirely focused on combat and martial arts, and the kind of topics they cover are tips on never getting tired in fights, how to actually punch faster, and how to defeat your opponents. Topics that are designed to help people achieve some kind of dominance in real combat situations. Now, they are using a particular style of character that became quite popular last year, and they use this character to narrate and explain the martial arts concepts in their videos. The channel itself has uploaded 9 videos in total. If you look at their history, they started about 6 months ago, and their early uploads were real videos using stock footage. But those videos didn't really get much traction. So just 2 months ago, they decided to try again with this new approach, and their very first video using this new style hit over 1 million views. The second one pulled in 200,000. And just like that, every video started blowing up. Even their most recent video, which was uploaded just 12 days ago, has already passed 200,000 views, which is pretty impressive for a channel with just a few videos. And the best part is that their content isn't that difficult to create. You don't need to be a martial arts expert to pull this off. The editing style can be done with something like CapCut or Premiere Pro, so you don't need anything out of the ordinary to get started. And obviously, I'm going to simplify the entire process for you, from coming up with topics to editing and even creating the thumbnails. Now, I know some people will be concerned, since this style of content uses a lot of AI. You might be wondering whether YouTube will come after videos like this. Here's what you need to know. The style of editing they're using requires significant human input, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. But there's one important thing you need to keep in mind. Instead of using fully AI-generated scripts, you need to add your own twist. Use AI as a guideline, not as the complete solution. Use it as a starting point, and then build something that sounds more interesting and more authentic. I'll explain this further when we reach the script creation stage. As usual, I'll be leaving all the prompts you'll need linked inside my Discord and Skool communities. So simply click the links in the description and the pinned comment to access them. Now, the first thing you need is a character for this niche. To get one, go to the Google Doc and copy the character prompt. This particular prompt will give you one specific style of character. But if you want something unique, or if you want to brand your channel differently, you can modify it and come up with your own variation. I'm going to use Whisk for image generation, but feel free to go with whichever image generator you're comfortable with. Just paste the prompt in and change the aspect ratio to portrait since you want the full body of the character. This character doesn't look too bad, but like I said, in case you want to tweak something, you can always adjust the prompt. For this demonstration, I'm changing the character to a black male. This doesn't look bad as well, but how about a fully black character? I like how this one turned out. You can also try changing smaller details like the color of the shorts and other adjustments. Keep in mind that this same character can be used as your channel logo. So once you're all right with the results, it's time to actually move to the most important part, which is content creation. The first step is coming up with topics. This works the same way as my other prompts. Simply copy the topic prompt, paste it into ChatGPT, and it will generate a bunch of interesting topic ideas for you. Simple as that. The script works the same way as well. Make sure you've selected a topic and then copy the script prompt from the Google Doc. Paste it into the AI and replace the placeholder with your chosen topic to generate the script. Now, this is very important. YouTube's AI has become very good at identifying fully AI-generated scripts, which is one of the reasons a bunch of channels are getting demonetized and even terminated for inauthentic content. So whilst using an AI-generated script as a foundation still gives you an advantage in terms of structure, what you want to do is use it as a reference or as inspiration, not as the final product. Read through the script, understand the key points and the structure it's laid out, and then rewrite it in your own voice. You don't need to know anything about combat to do this. Just use the AI script to understand what to say and how to say it, and then create your own version. The last thing you want is to put in all that effort growing a channel and then have it demonetized or taken down the moment it starts gaining traction. So please, use the script as a guideline and put in that extra bit of effort. For the voiceover, you can use whichever tool you prefer, but I'm using 11 Labs as it's one of the best on the market. The process is always the same. Go to Studio, create a new blank audio project, paste your script in, choose your preferred voice, and export. Simple as that. Once that's done, you can move on to the next part, which is generating the necessary images for the video. Copy the image prompt from the Google Doc and paste it into the AI. Scroll to the bottom and replace the placeholder with your version of the script. It'll quickly generate a set of image prompts for you. If you look at these prompts, you'll notice the script lines followed by the corresponding image prompt for that specific line. This way, you know exactly which image is meant to accompany which part of the narration. To actually generate the images, go back to your image generator, Nano Banana Pro if you have it. If not, Whisk works just fine. Make sure your character has been added as a reference image, then paste each prompt in, change the aspect ratio to landscape, and wait for the image to generate. If you want to speed this up, you can use a tool like Auto Whisk. If you've never used it before or this is the first time hearing about it, I have a video covering the entire process. Now, in case your video has multiple characters that you want to keep consistent, make sure you generate those as well and include them in the references. Once you have all your images ready, there are a couple of things to sort out before editing. If you used a tool like Nano Banana Pro, you'll be getting high-quality images you can generate at 2K or even 4K resolution. On the other hand, if you used a tool like Whisk, you may need to upscale them a bit. But before you upscale, you need to remove the white background from each image. This will make things easier since you'll be overlaying some images on top of each other during editing. You can use any background removal tool like Adobe Background Remover for this. Just drop the images in and it handles the rest. And if removing backgrounds one by one feels too slow, this tool allows you to upload up to 3 images at once for batch background removal. For upscaling, you can use a tool like Upscale with a Y to enhance the resolution. Once all your images are ready, it's time to put everything together in your video editor. I'm using CapCut, but use whatever you're most comfortable with. Import all your files into the editor and drop in your voiceover. If the audio has long pauses, go through and clean them up. Then set the aspect ratio to 16:9 for long-form content. Bring in a background. It doesn't need to be white. You can choose whatever color fits the look you're going for. You can even play around with the color correction until you get something you like. Now it's time to arrange your image clips to match the flow of your narration. As each line is being spoken, make sure the corresponding image is on screen. To add a bit of animation, make sure you select a clip and then go to Video, select Basic and Scale and drag it into position. Set a keyframe, move forward, and scale it back down or move it slightly. You can also animate multiple images transitioning from one to the next. Use keyframes to bring in one image from any direction, while the current one moves out of frame. You can even add an opacity fade so it blends smoothly. You can also add text overlays to emphasize keywords like this one. Style it in your preferred font and color, and give it an entrance animation or just a simple fade-in works just fine. Keep doing this all the way through until every section of your narration has its corresponding visuals and text in place. This style of video doesn't really require any background music or captions, but you can add a filter to give the whole video a consistent look and feel. If you want even finer control, add an adjustment layer instead and play around with the settings for the look you want. Once that's done, simply export the file at your preferred resolution. The final step is creating the thumbnail. Copy the thumbnail prompt from the Google Doc. Make sure your topic is copied and paste both into the AI. It will generate a few thumbnail concepts for you, usually around 3 different ones. Ensure that your reference character is still selected and paste the prompt inside the image generator. Look through the result. If it doesn't look good, try the next till you find exactly what you want. Just like that, and you're done with your first video. Now, if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Anyway, thank you and see you in the next one.